Hello everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Amy from Neurotic Mom Bakes, and today I'm going to be showing you my cream cheese frosting. Now, in all of my basic buttercreams, if you've seen some of my videos, my basic, my cinnamon, I add a little bit of cream cheese to all of them because it takes away some of the sweetness and it just creates a better texture. But for a cream cheese frosting, the main ingredient is going to be cream cheese with just a little bit of butter. This pairs well with every kind of cake, but it's especially good with red velvet and chocolate, in my opinion. So we're going to start with 20 ounces of cream cheese. You want the full fat kind. You don't want the kind in the tub. You don't want the less fat kind. You want the good stuff. And all of my recipes, the recipe will be written in the description box in both cups and grams and ounces. So I have basically 2.5 packages, the regular size packages of cream cheese. That's 20 ounces. And then I'm going to add a 1/2 cup or 1 stick of unsalted butter. Just want to scrape. And these are both at room temperature. Get my butter in there, and then I'm gonna whip the cream cheese and the butter together first before adding my powdered sugar. All right, we've got this all whipped together, and to that I'm going to add, I have here 3 pounds of powdered sugar. My basic formula for buttercream or cream cheese frosting is for every 4 ounces or 1/2 cup of the cream cheese or butter, I add 2 cups of powdered sugar. So this in total is 12 cups or 3 pounds. I hope that makes sense. Again, it's all written below. Check my math. Okay. While this is going on low, I'm going to start, this is a 2-pound bag or 8 cups. Don't worry, I make a mess every time, every single time. That's okay. And I don't sift my powdered sugar. For me, it's an unnecessary step. Some bakers really just, that's a very important step to them, but for me, I haven't found a big difference in my cake decorating. Okay, while that's going, you're going to need about 3 to 6 tablespoons of the heavy whipping cream or double cream, just depending on what consistency you want. I like a slightly thicker consistency. So there's about 1. And the cream cheese is going to make it less stable, so I think you're not going to need as much cream. That's 2. I'm going to start with 2 right there. And I'm going to add the rest of my powdered sugar. It's a 1/2 bag here. While that's mixing, I have discovered Mexican vanilla. It comes in clear and it's pure. I find it on Amazon and it adds such a good flavor. Still a vanilla flavor, but I've started adding this to all my buttercreams. It's so, so good. I'm just gonna add 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons to start. And I always add a couple shakes of salt to my buttercream. That just enhances your flavors that you're using. Okay, I'm gonna do a texture test. Yeah, it's a lot creamier with all that cream cheese in there. So I'm gonna stop at 2 tablespoons of cream right there. And I'm actually gonna scrape it down a little bit. And I'm going to let this whip for another minute or 2 on medium high. That's Perfect. Okay, so here is my finished, I'll pull the bowl off so you can kind of see the finished consistency. Because the cream cheese is so white, this is a really good buttercream to make if you're looking for a really white color buttercream, but it's just a really good smooth consistency. And I'll show you, now because it's a little bit less stable, it has all that cream cheese in there, I would say it's not as good for piping, but I am going to do a little bit of piping with this today, and I'm going to color it pink. And I'll show you how that looks. And again, this goes so well with red velvet chocolate, and then I forgot, it goes really well with my cinnamon churro cake. If you want to color your buttercream, let me get some pink out. You can always add more, so start with less. I'm going to start with, I just want a light, pretty pale pink. Food gels are far superior than the liquid food color you get in the grocery store. They can give much more vibrant color to cakes, your frostings. I'm going to add a little bit more. I like Wilton, I like AmeriColor, they both work great. That's perfect, I love that color. Okay, now if you want to put it in a piping bag, I get a plastic or reusable piping bag, cut the tip off, and I already have put in the Wilton 1M tip. Probably use this one more than any other tip. Anyway, to fill the piping bag, I'll fold it over my hand like this, and I'll just spoon it into my piping bag. If you have let your buttercream sit for more than a couple minutes, make sure you give it a good stir. Get all the air bubbles out before putting it in the piping bag. It'll just make for smoother piping. And I'll twist. I'll set it aside, ready to use for later. Ooh, I made a lot. These would go really great on some cupcakes also. Pipe like little rosettes. But do you see how it kind of folds over? It's a little creamier. So if you were doing big swirls or rosettes up the side of the cake, it's gonna be trickier. However, you can add more powdered sugar for more stability. I do that all the time. If you want a stable buttercream to pipe, something that needs to really hold its shape, I add more powdered sugar. If your buttercream is too stiff, then you just add more cream. You can go back and forth until you get the right consistency. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks for being here with me today on Neurotic Mom Bakes. Make sure to like and comment and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more recipes like this.